We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs. I grant your weapon a magic. How unfortunate. Would that we had fairer tidings to report. Regardless of the result, the task is not done till we make our report. Pray, follow me. This is generally used as a material. I'm sure... We'll find a purpose for it in due time. The curative ought to do the trick. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. Tis pleasantly cool here, what with the canopy overhead. Let us hope we make it through without incident.
I quite agree. As a matter of fact, every master I've ever served has favored different tactics. One party I joined consisted only of ranged specialists.
Each to their own.
flock of harpies draws near.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Arisen! Are you all right?
One of our number is unconscious. I shall be glad to assist you, Arisen. Ought we to continue this fight? We've little to gain from a victory against this lot. Right you are. We are to retreat, then? Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment. True enough. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed aught's been pilfered.
Blighter.
This battle is ours. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Would that such tranquility could last.
Right you are. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. Here we are.
Sir, do you have any news of Rog? What's this? No. Pray let it not be true. Rog! Oh, Rog! I ought to thank you for trying to find the boy. Here, 'tis not much, but I would give you this. Rog! Oh, my poor boy!
This experience has left scars that shan't soon fade. 'Twas a lesson hard learned, but a lesson all the same. True enough. Before I'm too tired.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once. You have no right to be here.
Any chance not to think on my trouble.
Looking to gain entry to Myrddin's Manor, are you? Good luck. First, he'll sweep you a look from head to toe. Then he'll ask that how you present yourself when visiting someone, and slam the door in your face. That ponce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us common folk.
Reckon your road's been a long one. Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace. peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business with you. Go on, have a look.
How might I be of service?
Well, hello there, sir. Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other. Day. Do come again?
If I see that rat again...
Why? Well, hello there. Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly... near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
I've seen. Better days, that's for sure.
Reckon your road's been a... Trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least...
Shall we get some rest then? 'Twas a chimera I was tasked with battling. A ferocious and terrible beast. I'm in no hurry to face one again. Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead. Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Ready to forge on?
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Someone comes to me. Sleep. Hold out for it. I always draw the short straw.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Washes all my troubles clean away, this place.
Someone comes looking for a fight, I won't say no.
At least I have my life.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Life's been pretty kind to me. There's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
If I could, I'd...
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then buy something and see the truth for yourself. Ah, I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Many thanks to you.
The jadeite orb is safely in hand.
So, how goes it? Did you manage to retrieve the jadeite orb? Ah, splendid. You've my thanks. Before we discuss your reward, however, there is one final matter to which we must attend. You see, in my line of work, trust is paramount. And so we shall go to verify the orb's authenticity together. Come, I trust old Ibrahim's eye most of all. Let us pay a visit to his little scrap store. Follow my lead.
Scraping by.
Good day, Ibrahim. Would you be so kind as to examine this jadeite orb? Now, I have a bit of business to attend to while he performs his appraisal. I ask that you await my return here.
What is it? The appraisal's not yet done, and I must needs concentrate.
Where will the wind blow me today, I wonder?
He ought to be finished by now. Come, let us go see. You have done your title proud, Arisen. This jadeite orb is indeed the genuine article. My partners shall be most relieved to hear of its return. You have certainly earned your reward. I trust you will find it satisfactory. And I do hope you will permit me to call upon you again, should aught arise.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Haven't got
There you are! Pray, tell me, have you found the jadeite orb? Say 'tisn't so! What am I to do without it? Master Everard shall kill me if I tell him I've lost it, yet I've not the coin to make a life for myself elsewhere. Forgive me, sir. I bear you no ill will. You did all you could on my behalf, I'm sure. But I'd best take my leave of you. I must needs find a way to live to see the morrow.
Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location. The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment.
At least today my pockets will be clinking with gold.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
We must not let down our guard. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed aught's been pilfered. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead. There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
Goodness, we're higher up than I thought.
Take care not to fall. We must remain vigilant. Look there. I espy another statue. Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few. I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now. We shall be ill prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
I'll go and open the chest.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it? Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you through it?
Come on, I got it. Seems you're run out.
Nicely done!
Focus. The battle continues.
Splendid.
Stop!
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
Master!
Fire will prove effective against this foe. Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic. I expected. I grant your weapon a magical boon. Has been poisoned. I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. I cannot fathom your intent. Lay down your arms. My curative magics are at your disposal. Halt, if you please.
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside. I'll gather this. It might be of use.
The battle continues. Outstanding. Holy attacks will serve us well here. Then we know what must needs be done. I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our light. We summon it unwittingly.
Take care where you place your feet. The sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemy.
I think not. Furthermore, skeletons there. Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe. I grant you roaring flame. Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen. Any beast will grow ferocious when backed into a corner. Consider this a lesson in incaution. Foremost, we'll want to knock it into balance. It will prove a much easier target when lying prone. This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? Understood.
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Understood. Remove it by force. If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance? This looks as if 'twould fetch a hefty sum. Whether or not we make the sale is for the Arisen to decide. I shall heal you at once. Wait a moment.
I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Really now, what are you doing? Do be mindful of your surroundings. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find. Danger might lurk anywhere. Wear every shadow. Out of the cave at last.
Such dark depths take their toll on the spirit.
Right you are. Lightning is futile here.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way?
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I'll lighten your load by spreading it.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. Hadn't even noticed what's been pilfered. Now here's a surprise. Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. It shall be done. I am here to aid you, Arisen. This might be worth a read. Shall we take a closer look?
Dare I say it, we trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Well done, Master. Let me get that.
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
It is a dangerous thing, traveling after dark. Mayhap we could pass the night here. I will finish this, here and now.
Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they? 'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favour.
We must not let down our guard.
Asking for it. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. My word, this ox cart has been destroyed.
Wrought by the hands of brigands, or the claws of monsters. We must remain vigilant. I grant your weapon a magical boon.
No one can defend themselves when cornered like this.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. Now, what might that be? We ought to take a closer look.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Perhaps we ought to go there first. What say you, Arisen? I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. Regarding the Vermundian military, yes? Indeed. Tell us. There's been a shift in the chain of command.
First impressions count for much. If you like, I can recommend you a new hairstyle or manner of face paint. Ooh, very nice indeed. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Over here, if you please. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
every ilk.
I can't wait to see what the day holds. Off to market I go.
Wish I had someone to talk to.
Get on my feet. Got much to do.
Let's see. Where to next?
My bed, please. And a shower.
Nattering all day is tiring work.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. This inspires more than misgivings.
Time to be heading home.
Greetings. Welcome to the... Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say...
Have you found any of the items we discussed?
Perchance. Always a pleasure.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find. Sir. Got a beach somewhere to make some quick calls.
Now here's a welcome sight.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my
At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you... I'm honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Need anything?
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
How might I be of service? Well met, sir.
Take opportunities as they come, I say.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to... the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me.
I fear I've no wisdom to offer.
Tranquil places such as this. Dead on my feet.
Dust before I think it's supper. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. I'll serve with redoubled vigor this day.
Hoi, friend! Having any time for me today?
I dare say we're overdue another... There's something I've come to understand during my stolen hours exploring these streets, and I wanted to share it with you. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted to living out their lives. It seems a simple observation, I know, but to me, 'twas a revelation. For it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this existence of mine even be called living when I am so doted upon by my mother? I want to live a life I can proudly call my own, and to achieve it with all that my heart desires. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind every twitch in her face in order to appease her. Looking at this box, it fills me with courage. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant to be wheeled about as she pleases. 'Tis something I obtained of my own will. Though it came to me through you, of course. Pray, take this with my thanks. 'Tis quite a rarity, as I hear it. I hope 'tis to your liking. Now, I'd best be off. I may not be able to wander the city again for some time. There's aught I would do. Thus, I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel sure we shall in time. Perhaps sooner than we might think. Till then, take care, friend.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad. Right you are.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
Interested in my wares?
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Indeed. Well,
We shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
I'll need to replenish my... Dog could fall on.
There's got to be something fun to do.
I know,
Take it
every
easy,
place.
You're acting up.
Stay all right. Lots to do. And precious little time.
Peruse at your leisure.
Too much.
You are utterly infuriating. This inspires naught but misgivings. If you've naught to say, I'd best be going. I'm frightfully busy. No time for idle chat. The allure of a tidy store is oft well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the form. Most hospitality in all Vernworth. Much obliged.
I'd like a quiet life. I live to a ripe old age.
Gotta make room for my next shipment.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all. All Vernworth. You know where to find me. Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in all Vernworth. You know where to find me. Peruse.
This heavy pack is slowing me down somewhat, but methinks I can manage for the time being.
I swear I've never slept better.
You called. Forgive me, but... You do not appear to be in need of aid.
I find any turncoats. I'll gutter my stuff.
All these people tire me out.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost hospitality in... all Vernworth. You know where to find. Peruse at your leisure.
Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
I just about had my fill.
Then I shall remain by your side.
This place is lovely. I might stay here.
Ready for the morrow.
Got to sweep and dust before I think of supper.
Interested in my wares?
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Think they'd learn by now not to creep up on me.
Gather round! Treat...
Aye, got some coin to What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus apply to this tale of a giant who touches the sky. Our hero, oft forgotten by history in spite of his worth, awoke one fell morning to rumbling earth. In a panic he started, out the front door he leapt, to behold what had approached a night as he slept. On shaky ledge. The figure striding through
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain. The decision of which task to prioritize is the Arisen's to make.
Truly, the figure was mammoth in size, tall enough to be blinded by the clouds in the skies. One thing was certain, should it walk on land.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treat... to the foremost hospitality. Much obliged.
Well met, sir. Bigger the crowd, less eyes
It's been a hard day.
I'm going to go exploring.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, and your focus applies. What should I get up to today?
Sometimes all you need's a moment to think. Now, where was I bound again? Each new day is a chance.
Plenty of gossip to be had here.
I'll gladly stay a while.
We must rest, though the sun is still up. It appears night has fallen while we slept. Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
I feel no difference between waking and sleep.
God, what a pleasant breeze.
Bet this place has a share of
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
chance to put my feet up in this welcome.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. If the way forward is shrouded to you, I can offer guidance. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you.
I don't know what to do.
Sets my thoughts down dark paths, this...
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet e'er since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
What's he doing now? I'm dead on my feet.
No shortage of easy marks. Can't remember the last time I
finish it tomorrow.
Them nobles do nothing but discuss sweetmeats and ale.
Not much going on hereabouts.
Living hard, but room to free.
They have to hang about. Truly, the heavens watch over us.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself? I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tellers?
Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you...
Let me get that.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
If I could, I'd never leave.
Take it easy today.
To press on.
There's all sorts to do around here.
Might as well take a look while you're here.
Why, you there? Your presence...
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. You know where to find.
I don't know what to do.
My bed calls. I don't like it here. I want to go home.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only if you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
What teachings might salve the people's woes?
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
Might I beg but a moment of your time?
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hands to aid us.
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the Gracious Hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds. True enough.
How might we enter the basement sick room?
Splendid.
Beg pardon, sir, but this room is where our most severe cases convalesce. I must ask you not to disturb them. For your sake, as much as theirs. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh.
Medicine? Medicine! 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 Now! Now!
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
Indeed, you are correct.
Suppose I'd best be heading home. A few hours. Time to be all my thoughts.
I'm always willing to lend a helping hand.
Is it true you're the Arisen? That's what I've heard anyhow. Only, I seem to recall to just be sure you play your part well, whatever the truth. The fellow Draco.
Is aught amiss here, perhaps? Ah. Should you espy any large monsters fallen on the road, I ask that you leave them undisturbed. Clearing the high roads of such obstructions falls under the military's purview, you see. But our hands are oft overfull with culling and escort missions, so that we must trust to nature to run its course. The bodies will decay over time, and the winds will sweep away the remains. It only takes a matter of days. All day long.
I pity
Sets
those
my thoughts
who live in idleness.
This should be of use. Certainly, Arisen. How might I be of aid? You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
Life's been pretty Got any tales to liven up my day?
It's been a hard day.
Interested in my...
What might you need?
Well met. This here's the Sanctuary of Tipplers, and I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Pleasure doing business with you.
Bloody early. You don't look like much. Time to go.
That's swearing.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Right, door's locked. That should do it.
Chance to put my feet up is as
What
welcome
should
as
I do?
fine ale.
Wish there always night.
I don't like it
Share
here.
with me your
I want to go home.
What to do?
Loyalty's just another way to save your own sin. Suppose you're all right.
If I sleep on my woes, may have somewhere to be.
Time to be heading.
This place offers a view of the sea. I imagine we would not escape a...
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering, but I did hear one of them say aught about keeping quiet. 'Tis well suspicious, eh? Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter, and always a night, as I recall.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Let's see. Where to next?
Interested in my wares?
Noticed.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched o'er me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
I don't feel safe here.
Tis so dull when there's nothing doing.
Juice and beasts.
What have I done to deserve this, I ask you?
I'm dead on my
I don't
feet.
like this place at all.
I don't know what to do.
I'll make a living if I'm self-injured.
Quit acting so chummy.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. Much blood was spilled afore the thing was cold. You could say 'twas an ill twist of fortune, but mayhap we ought to be better prepared for such incidents. I wonder if building a nice, high wall is out of the question.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Leave off. Quit acting so chummy.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles. A minute now. The sun's getting colder.
There's got to be something fun to do.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Couldn't hurt to rescue. Good day, sir.
What do you want?
Watch yourself. I'm not someone you want to cross.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet.
know that lass from
My head hurts just thinking about it. I get the sense I oughtn't feel it.
Suppose that's enough for one day.
Tell is, Vermund was once a beast-ridden kingdom. Truly? Indeed, though 'tis not widely known among the common folk.
Finish it tomorrow. This is no place to compose my thoughts.
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
I always draw the short straw.
Interested in my wares?
Listen up, you lot. Albert, King of Beggars, has come to quench your thirsts. Aye, the ale's on me tonight, so drink up, my friends. Drink your fill.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Oi there, the ale flows aplenty here, courtesy of yours truly. So ne'er mind your coin purse. Drink your fill, my friend.
What would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you.
Oi there, the ale flows aplenty here, courtesy of yours truly. So ne'er mind your coin purse. Drink your...
Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks. Interested in my wares?
Past this place.
I've just remembered.
Always got to be in the thick of things, me. Life's been pretty
I'm dead on my feet. My head hurts just thinking about it.
Not without its charms.
I'm not accustomed to speaking with strangers in the street.
Good day.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
Can't make a living if I get myself into it. This sits funny with me, truth be told.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
I be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder? I know not what to make of this.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
I fear I've much to attend to.
story stone in hand, we can travel wheresoever we please. 'Tis not an item to be squandered.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
I suppose I'd better get to work.
Should you espy any large monsters, fall on clearing the high roads of... But our hands are oft overfull with culling. The bodies will decay over time.
How might I be of assistance? If you don't mind.
Whatever's to be done.
Suffer so. There's comfort in the humdrum.
I don't know what to do.
I'm going to go exploring.
Let me get that.
I pray this will convey the depth of my gratitude.
Got any good stories to share? Go on, take it.
A short repose would do. A moment's prayer can do a world of good.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead? You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? What? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room? I don't... Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw afore coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know. You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? I have noticed that the abbess...
A short repose would do me a world of good. Wickedness has no hope.
I'm not game enough to hang about here.
What should I do?
I ought to act a little more cheery.
We are never truly
I wouldn't say no to a bit of excitement.
Someone comes looking for a fight, I won't say no.
It's just another day.
Always another errand to see to.
Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
I've no time to be social. I've too much to do. Where was I found again?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the Good morrow, everyone.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
A new day, a new perspective.
The monster's really scary. I've never seen it.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? What would you of me? I'll have no trouble.
What delights might there be to find in town today?
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
Mayhap I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
Love waking up knowing anything could happen.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten rift stone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Ours is a party of women, by and large. And yet no two of us are the same. Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
I will protect you. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
We rested when we did. We must not let down our guard. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been pilfered.
Come on, try me!
Most impressive, Master. We can ill afford to grow up. Our foe is not yet routed. A result to be proud of.
Leave off! Nothing I can't handle. Duh.
Frustratingly so.
No cause to visit a campsite as yet, methinks. Let us return once we've grown tired from our labours. I'm coming, Master! Bend you. We must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal. Look, 'tis one of the targets my own master now fell. I should like to see it done if you could you lend me a hand? It seems we have enraged our foes. Might we not use their rage to our advantage? We are well aware of the particulars. Hasten to your aid. Our foe most abhors. Knock its feet out from under it and try here and recover. This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory. Allow me, Master. This foe shall fall by my hand. 'Tis done. Thank you, Arisen. I'm overjoyed to have completed the task my master set for me. Splendid. Goblins, Master! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. It was excellent. I could have done no better. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Yon ox cart is broken beyond repair.
The work of goblins, mayhap?
We must remain vigilant. You must wait! On my way! A magical boon. Strike them down. A wise strategy. This bow is drawn to women as a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemies predictable, but not necessarily easier to counter. Master, I vow to weigh my every word before speaking, and when in doubt...
A flawless execution. Let us aim for greater precision with our next attempt. Here we go again. We fight. To arms.
I am well aware of the particulars.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map. Fair travels, Arisen. I shall remember you always. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your side.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Nicely done.
I merely did as duty demands.
By your leave, Arisen.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of any cost, Arisen. Be doused in oil.
I shan't let them harm you.
What?
Drop all
Lost
your
your
valuables,
nerve,
and I might just let you live.
Not like this. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest in here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you this location?
You
Use these flames to smite our enemies.
"'Twill be a joy to serve one so gallant."
The time of our parting has come.
Let
Thank
us
you, friend.
work together to honor. You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Oh, apologies, Master. My...
Fire hobgoblin! Fire's fury sharply aimed against this. Bear in mind that the group will seek out women with unwavering persistence.
In the sense of keeping my exploit, and to do so without danger. Power to my power!
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. By your leave. 'Tis a foe worthy of caution. Naught save our best will do. By your leave. I've managed to grab hold. Splendid. When enraged, this creature is capable of calamitous force. He ought not to provoke it. How are we meant to attack it without angering it?
I'll put an end to this foe, Master.
I am here to aid you. Some battles simply can't.
Is this some manner of trial?
What?
I'm nodding off where I stand.
Oh, I'm all for swapping stories, but perhaps another night? I can scarce keep my eyes open.
Good sleep is the key to a good adventure. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim goes to waste.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I've got it. We'll have a hard time spitting its spell fluid at us now. I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen. Yon statue makes for a fine landmark. I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
A fine display of skill.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing.
Coming, Master. Sleep.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering. Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
Did anyone else see that? Ort catches the light.
We ought to take a closer look.
Oxen are to be found here, of all places.
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be. Sleep magic!
What a strange dream I was having.
That was careless. Know your limits.
'Tis a pleasure to serve you, Master. Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Aught about this reeks of a plot. Let us gather evidence that we might expose it. Huzzah! There's ore to be found.
Prepare to engage!
Oh, la, la. I'll get that for you.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it you're...
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Give the oxen feed.
If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
We meet again. Good tidings, sir.
Master, if your cap...
We meet again, Arisen.
What to make of this? Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
If I could, I'd never leave.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want me to run some sort of test on this? Determine what manner of substance 'tis? Interesting. Well, you certainly piqued my curiosity. Whatever your reasons, I'll take a look. Naturally, I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in... oh, I don't know. Later.
Take this. 'Tis something I found. I wanted you to have it.
If I don't have enough to do.
Them nobles do nothing but guzzle sweetmeats and ale.
Slim pickings of late.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Well, hello. Oh, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border. Their quarrels occur every other day. Hey. Do come again?
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace. And quiet. Many thanks.
Hold up.
I should be glad to assist you, Arisen. This calls for a curative. You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
Suppose I'd best get to work. Do with a decent supper.
None of these milksops.
It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
What is it? I've not had the time to look into that mixture of yours yet. Have a little patience, won't...
So, you seek to enter Batal, I presume? I'll have to check your permit.
Leave this place at once. You have...
Have a look.
You're all ready to fall asleep.
Nodding off where I stand on all sides.
I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest.
Not good will come of this.
Life's been pretty kind.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I'd gladly stay here forever if I...
I know that lass from somewhere.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
Somehow. I think always carry me as we've got.
Let me think on this. Reckon your road trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here... At least you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Many thanks.
Interested in my wares?
I'm not sure I can handle this.
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Well, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border. Where quarrels occur every... the other day. Do come again? Now you've gone and made me lose my temper. You can do this! I believe in you.
Go on, have a look.
What ought I to do? I shall wait. You called? Forgive me, but you do not appear to be in need of aid.
Twill take a better mind than mine to solve
Interested in
this.
my wares?
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least... you'll find a bit of peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business. Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds, but here, at least, you'll find a bit of... Many thanks.
Interested in my wares?
It's hard to imagine a world empty of monsters.
Lost track of time. This place is too comfortable.
What must needs be done?
Something smells divine.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of... peace and quiet. Pleasure doing business.
Now you've done it.
Think you stand a chance? You're dead wrong.
My legs are...
Should your pack grow overfull, have no fear. I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste. After we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot, I must... 'Tis a hostile I grant your weapon a magical boon. I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. No one can defend themselves from a battle like this.
I'm not interested.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
Unless there's coin in it.
Very well. I shall return.
So soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. Battle is best avoided here.
shall remain by your side.
And the behemoth will soon topple. I shall lead the charge! You must regain your footing.
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
The sun descends. Night will be upon us soon.
We shall have to rely on our other senses, as the darkness robs us of our sight.
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
I understand the inclination, Arisen. Camping is one of life's simple pleasures after all.